Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I went grocery shopping the other day and I wanted to look at the makeup because I haven't went makeup shopping in a while. So I decided to go down the aisles and I saw the Disney Villains and Wet n Wild collection. So I picked up this palette. This is the Unleashed palette that they have. I've used one of their palettes before. I used their SpongeBob collection palette they came out with, and it was really good. I took it to New York with me, so I wanted to try this one, see if it's just as good as the other one. So I was contemplating to see if I wanted to do more of a long form video on this, or if I just wanted to focus on the eyeshadow. So I think I'm just really wanting to focus on the eyeshadow because that's what this video is mainly about, honestly. So I think I'm just going to breeze through my base. I'm going to do my foundation, concealer, all the works, and then we'll really focus on the eyes. So to start off with, I'm taking the e.l.f. Powder Grip Primer. Just doing a few pumps on the back of my hand like usual, and then I'm going to rub it into my face. I'm going to be wearing this makeup a long time, so I want a primer that is really going to lock in my makeup and not have it go anywhere. Now that I have the primer on, I'm going to take the L'Oreal True Match Nude, their skin tint, and I'm going to take it on this palette. And then I'm going to go in with my Morphe Y6 brush, and then I'm just going to tap that in. So once the foundation I feel like is blended in pretty well, I'm going to take a beauty blender and I just want to go over and just make sure everything is nice and blended. So after the beauty blender, I'm going to go in with my concealer. I'm taking the Maybelline Age Rewind eraser, and I'm just going to go straight under my eyes, and then on my top lip, and then down the bridge of my nose. And I'm going to take the same beauty blender and blend that out. If I feel like I need a little bit more coverage, I'll go in with some more. And then I'm going to take a little bit and put it on the top of my eyelids. And I'm going to use that as my eyeshadow primer. Beauty blender, going back in. So once I have my concealer and everything blended in, I'm going to take the One Size Ultra Pink powder, because I just want to have a pink under eye today. And I'm going to pour a little bit of it into the lid. Then I'm going to take a powder puff. You can take any powder puff. I'm just taking the Wet n Wild Mrs. Puff powder puff. Dipping it into powder, and then I'm mainly going to focus this just under my eyes. This powder is so good. It adds like a blurring effect. I want to try the translucent one, so I might pick it up when I go to the city. So now for the rest of my face, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Cooling Loose Setting Powder from their SpongeBob collection, and then I'm going to go back in with the same powder puff. You can use a different one if you want, but I just use the same one because it's easier, it's faster. So I'm going to load up the powder puff, and then I'm going to set the rest of my face, avoiding the under eyes because I really want my under eyes to be pink. And And then since I put foundation on my neck, I'm going to take a powder brush. I'm just going to dip it in a little bit more. And then I'm just going to dust my neck with it. That way the foundation that's on my neck doesn't move. So as I let the powder soak into my skin, I am going to take the Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil. And I'm just going to do my brows quickly. Also, if you guys are hearing a buzzing noise, it's my fan. It is hot today, and I don't have my big fan turned on. That's right behind me. So I am pretty warm right now. Now that my brows are done, I'm going to go in with the star of the show, the Wet n Wild Fiery Femmes Unleashed palette. It's their Disney collection. I'm going to start off with a fluffy brush. This is the Morphe and Ariel collection, or Ariel, however it's pronounced. I think I'm going to start off taking this shade right here. And then I'm going to start dusting this into my crease as a transition shade. Okay, so right off the bat, there's definitely pigment. And it seems to be blending pretty nicely. Yeah, that's not bad. The shadows remind me of the SpongeBob collection one. Not like color-wise, but more like pigmentation and the blendability. I think I'm gonna go in for a more fall-time grungy look, since fall is pretty much here, but still like 80 degrees outside. Like, that makes sense. So once I have that first color laid down, I think I'm gonna go in with, let's see, what shade is this one? I think I'm gonna take the shade Fairest on a smaller, fluffy blending brush. And I'm gonna work this into my crease, starting on the outer corner. Oh yeah, there's definitely pigment. And then I'm just going to sweep this into my crease as I blend it out. Yeah, the shade is blending out pretty well. I just took some more, and then I'm just going to build that color up a little bit. Working that into my inner corner. And then if you think you need to go back in with that other brush and take that same shade, and then this will help blend. But these shadows are blending pretty well by themselves. I'm just gonna do the same to the other side. Then going back with the first brush, tap into that first shade. I feel like I'm losing some of the color up here, so I'm just going to bring back that color and blend out the other shade. These shadows are blending really well. It's so shocking when an affordable palette works just as good as the high-end brands, and some of the high-end brands don't work that good. So now that I feel like I lost some of the other shade, I'm going to go back in, and then I'm just going to apply just a little bit more. Okay, now you can stop here if you totally want and just pop on a liner lash and just call it a day. I'm not going to do that. I want to darken it up just a little bit more because we're going for that grungy look. So I am going to take the shade Cauldron right here. And I'm going to take just another Morphe brush, blending shader brush, and then I'm just going to pop that on the outer corner. Ooh, it's a lot of pigment. And then what I'm going to do is go back in with that first shade, and this is just going to blend it out. I'm following along the lifted look still. So I'm just blending out on my lid, and then I'm dragging that up. And then do you see, it's like blending so good. Again, I'm just taking that shadow and just blending it up. So now that I have like my crease shades blended out, it's time to go out on the eyes. If you wanted to, you can take a concealer and just cut out your eyelid. I'm not going to do that. I am going to just go straight in with a shader brush and just go for, I'm thinking, ooh, should I go with that one? I don't know what shade I want to go with. I'm thinking maybe that one. Yeah. I'm going to take my brush, dip it in. Ooh, these are soft. You can already tell by the way the brush is hitting it. It's like digging into it. It's almost like a cream. And then I am just going to tap that on. I'm sorry, excuse me. Look at this pigment. And that's like without wetting the brush. Can you imagine what it would be like if you wet your brush? Wow, that's so pretty. Take a little bit more, and I'm just gonna build up the color. Okay, so once that glitter shape is down, I'm going to take a smudger brush like this, and to help blend the lashes with my natural lashes, I'm going to take a black and then I'm just going to take that black and drag it along my lash line. The black that you place down doesn't need to be perfect or anything. It's just so my lashes can blend in with my falsies. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Wet n Wild Breakup Proof retractable gel liner. This is so good. Like, I'm not joking. And then I'm going to take a mirror again. And then I'm just going to drag this along my tight line. And then once I'm done tight lining, I'm going to take it again, and then I'm going to do my waterline. So once I have my liner on, I'm going to take my lashes. Just take your favorite pair of lashes. These are from the Dollar Tree. They're really good. If you need inexpensive lashes, go ahead and go to Dollar Tree. For lash glue, I'm using the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. So once my lashes are applied, I'm just going to dust off the powder from before. And then I'm going to go in with the foundation powder. This is the one size. Turn up the base. I'm keeping this powder away from my under eyes because I want my under eyes to stay bright. So once I have my foundation powder on, I'm going to take my bronzer. This is the bronzer I'm using currently. It's the Glamour Bronze by Morphe. I'm taking it on a Morphe M527 brush. And then we're just gonna bronze. I put my bronzer quite high on my cheeks. Chin. Okay, great. So So now it's time for blush. I'm gonna take my blush brush. This is from their SpongeBob collection, the One SpongeBob collection. And I'm gonna take the L'Oreal Infallible blush. This is in the shade Confident Pink. These blushes are so pigmented. Like, I only have to go in like that, and then that's already gonna be too much, but it's so good. Like, see? Look at that pigment. And I just went crazy. It's so good. And then I'm gonna take, see, that's all I went in with. Now watch. Immediate pink. It's so good. These blushes will last you forever. I want to try their bronzers. I haven't tried their bronzers. And because I want pink under eyes, I'm going to take what's left on my brush that I'm just going to sweep under my eyes with it. That way everything is just cohesive. Do the same to this side. And then for highlighter, I'm going to take the Jouer Cosmetics powder highlighter in the shade Ice. I'm taking a fan brush. And then we're just going to highlight our cheeks. And the shade Ice is a little light for me, but I think it'll be fine. Now I'm gonna go back in. I wanna contour my nose just a smidgen, so I'm gonna go back in with my bronzer. I'm just taking it on a fluffy brush. So now that my base is pretty much done, I'm gonna take a setting spray. This is the setting spray locking your makeup from AOA. You can get this on Shop Miss A. I think it's like $1 and something. Super inexpensive. It's really good. So then for lips, I'm gonna take the NYX Professionals lip pencil in the shade Espresso. Yep, Espresso. And then I'm just gonna outline my lips. Let's set the pencils on. I'm gonna take a nude lipstick. It's okay if it's a little messy, you can always go back in with your lip liner. Then if you want to, you can pop on a gloss, but I think I'm just going to leave it like this. So once my lips are on, I'm going to go back in with my eyeshadow palette. And I'm just going to take the same shade that we used. I'm going to mix these both actually. And I'm just going to go right to my under eyes. If you want to, you can apply bottom mascara, but I never do. I have tiny lashes. When I try to apply mascara to my bottom lashes, it's just a disaster. It makes it look smudged, it makes it look runny, it's not good. So my final thoughts on this palette is that it's really good. It's really, really good. The shades are great, the pigmentation is great, it blends really well. Like, this is such a good palette. Please like, subscribe. Let me know how your day was. Let me know if you want me to look into other palettes, or if you want me to try something else as well. I'm more than happy to. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!